The next problem is a particular P channel JFET has VGS of will be is equivalent to plus 4 volt. Then what will be the ID when VGS is equal to plus 6 volt? So this is the question here. So what is the question they given? They ask you about they given us the P channel JFET. You remember always one thing I said for the N channel, for N channel, if the VGS of is positive, then VP is negative. Okay, same the way even here also, but N channel JFET will work, VGS is negative. For P channel will be VGS is positive. VGS is different from VGS off. Keep in mind. Okay, so now here we said what will be the answer of ID when VGS is equal to. So what is the solution? I can say the solution will be like the P channel JFET requires a positive gate to source voltage. The more and more positive voltage, what will happen? If I give the more positive voltage, then there will be a less drain current. So when VGS is equal to 4 volt, because here VGS of right, the VGS that is I am considering VGS is equal to 4 volt for the positive. More and more voltage if you are applying, then what will happen? The ID will become as 0. So in our question they ask the VGS is equal to, they given as plus 6 volt they given. Then what will be? For 4 volt only the ID will be is equal to 0 in the sense. If you are still further increasing the VGS, then keep the JFET will be in the cutoff, then ID will be remains 0. So VGS is equal to plus 6 volt, then ID will be is equal to 0 only. So this will be the answer. Okay. Now what we'll do? Let us go for JFET universal transfer characteristics. In the sense, in the previously we learned that some of the range of VGS values from 0 to, so in the previously like the VGS we see the ranges from what? The one is like from 0 to the VGS of, you should know the VGS of is nothing but the maximum voltage. Okay, that is only we can call it as VGS of is a maximum voltage. Okay, so that will be control the amount of current. This will controls the ID, we can say. Right. So now for N channel, for N channel, VGS of is negative for N channel. Remember, VGS of is negative for N channel. Then what about for P channel? The VGS of is VGS of is positive. So this concept you have to keep it in your mind. For P channel, VGS of is positive. No, because the VGS does control ID. Very, very important. That is why you can say very simple. The VGS is directly proportional to ID. If you are right, so that only will control the ID. The relationship between these two quantities is very, very important. So now let us see what will be that. Let us see. So let me go for that. See, this is the figure which I'm showing here, like a VGS. See here, minus VGS because this is negative side. Then ID. Because for N channel, see, this is your N channel. Okay, this side is N channel. Because when your device will not, when the VGS is negative, then only it will work. Now you can see in this, like your input is VGS. This will be your input voltage. This will be your current, the ID. Now, when VGS is equal to 0, first, what will happen? If I'm not applying any voltage in the device, what will happen? The device will be in the off mode condition. It will be off. Then what will happen? We might have given the VDS. See, simple diagram, the same diagram here I'm drawing. This will be your VDD, right? VDD is fixed. This is your VDS. Then here I'm connected to ground. Example, just this all example I'm saying. Okay. So here if it is connected 0 in the sense, what will happen? The VDS is connected, the maximum voltage will be here. VDS, if it is there, then I can say what will be the current. The ID also will be maximum. That is IDSS. So that will be the maximum current when you will get when VGS is equal to 0. So gradually I am increasing my input voltage from VGS 0 to -1, -2, -3. Like that I am going to increase. So my diagram will become as like this. So I will draw this battery over there. Then I will draw the supply. It is fixed. So this will be fixed, but this will be varying. Now, slowly when I increase my VGS, what will happen? So automatically in the channel, the current will start to reduce. So for 0.3 VGS of, I will get as IDS by 2. Then for 0.5 VGS of, I'll get IDSS by 4. Then once it reaches, the minus VGS reaches VGS of, that is nothing but your will be is equal to 0. When it is reaches, then what I'll get? I'll get the ID will be is equal to 0. Means the minus VGS will be reaches the maximum voltage. That is what I mentioned the previously. The VGS will be the ranges from 0 to VGS off. We can consider the VGS of this voltage is nothing but -5 volt. Example. So 0.3 times of -5, 0.5 times of -5. So you will get this voltage. So this only I can say is nothing but here the universal characteristics of JFET. Now from this we might have noticed that when ID is equal to 0, when VGS is equal to, so I will write like this. Okay, then ID is equal to 0. When the ID will be 0, when VGS will be is equal to VGS of, right? Means your input voltage reaches the maximum voltage, that is VGS of, or I can say saturation voltage also I can call, that is a pinch of voltage. That is why we can say VGS is nothing but a pinch of voltage actually. So we'll get ID will be is equal to IDSS. You should know the IDSS is nothing but the maximum current. So then VGS is equal to 0.5 times means 1 by 2, VGS of by 2. That is the meaning of, okay, VGS of. So like this, we seen in our diagram, we can say ID will be is equal to IDS IDSS by 2. That will be when your input voltage, the VGS will be is equal to 0.3 times of VGS up. VGS up. So now again, when you get ID will be is equal to IDSS, that is your drain current will be is equal to IDSS. So we'll get when VGS is equal to 0. So these all the things are I'm writing from this graph only. You see, from this seeing this graph only I'm writing. So 0 volt. So now this transfer curve can also be developed from the drain characteristics curve by plotting the value of ID for the value of VGS taken from the family of drain curves at pinch off. So now each point of the transfer curve corresponds to the specified value of VGS and ID. So now what we'll do for example, okay, let me take an example. So now for example, for a specific JPET, you should know for specific JPET VGS of is equal to minus 5 volt. Example, okay, if the VGS of is minus 5, for that then IDSS will be equal to 12 milliampere. So this value is given in the data sheet. So you should know, you may think what is meant by data sheet. This is data sheet. So what is data sheet actually? The data sheet is nothing but it is a sheet which will be given by the company, like all the parameters about the devices. It will be there in the data sheet. Like what will be the minimum value, the maximum value should not exceed, how much the input voltage you can apply to the device, or in the sense the maximum voltage you can apply, how much the maximum current it will produce. So everything will be there in the data sheet. So that is a reference for us, like whether our device is working properly or not. So seeing that easily we can able to understand, yes, we are getting a proper output. Next, what we'll do, let me show like both, because earlier I shown only thing is like the input, like your VGS versus ID. Now I will show the characteristics of the VDS versus ID for both the channel, the sense for as P as well as N channel. You see, so here I'm saying this is VDS versus ID. Means here we are keeping constant your VDS, then VGS is changing. In that sense, your input voltage is changing. Previously, what I said, just to keep on increasing the input voltage. So what will be the ID current? That is what we shown in this graph, right? And now here I'm showing in this way. Now you can see like axis, the left axis and the right axis. Now here this side you can see here VGS. Input I said like your curve x-axis VDS, here ID. You see the terms ID will be in terms of milliampere, you can see. Then VGS here this will be your minus VGS. So this now you see VGS I'm going to apply. This will be your N channel JFET. This will be N channel JFET. Okay, so this characteristics which is showing the for complete N channel one, this is showing for like minus VGS, the input voltage I am applying. At the same time, the VDS is positive voltage. Now see here for input voltage, VGS is minus 1, VGS is minus 2, VGS is minus 3, VGS is minus 4. So this curve, the left hand side, which the curve is showing already the previous same curve only, but the points, these points is there, that value is given here. See the IDSS, let me say this 12 is nothing but what? The 12 is nothing but your IDSS is given, that is a maximum current. Then here see this will be 7.68. When I'll get 7.68 when VGS is equal to minus 1. Next 4.32 milliampere will be minus 2. then 1.92 milliampere for VGS equal minus. See, from this you can summarize that when VGS is increasing, that is negatively, what happened? Your current is get decreasing, right? When it reaches minus 5 volt, that is your VGS off is minus 5 means, then what about your VP? That VP will be plus 5 volt. I hope you understood that. VGS is minus 5 volt means, then what would VP is plus 5 volt means automatically what will happen when SVP will become minus plus volt. This all are the values, right? Okay, so you will get a 0. See this. Now you see when I will show one by one, right? First, VGS is equal to 0. So your input is equal to 0. What will happen? Automatically there will be a maximum current will be there. That is why I got this portion is maximum current. After that, what will happen? It will be in the saturation region. Next, when I'm having VGS is equal to minus 1, slowly I'm getting increasing. Automatically, what will happen? The current will get decreased, correct? But at the same time, what will happen? Up to this is will be your this point. I want to say this point, right? See, this point is nothing but your VGS of pinch of voltage. Same the way. See this point, this point, this point. All are the value is nothing but, so I will say this point is nothing but VGS of, or I can say it is a VP. That one is nothing but a VP. So this is the curve I'm getting, like this I'll get. So now this portion, wherever I'm getting this portion completely, it is a saturation region because constantly I'm getting a current. But you can see this portion, correct? You see this portion, this will be your completely nothing but a linear region, or sometimes I may call it as harmonic region. In this region only your device will conduct. But what about this place? See this one, which one? This place, no? This place you can see. So this will be your cutoff region, device will not conduct. See these three regions I can show in this figure only. Now what you will do, based on this curve, I will write the JFET transfer characteristics curve expressed approximately as ID is equal to, this is drain current equation, ID is equal to, or approximately is equal to ID SS into 1 minus VGS divided by VGS of VGS by VGS of the whole square. It's a very important formula to solve in your question. Now let us do some of the analysis here. Now you see, when VGS is equal to VGS of, if I'm getting, what will happen? So this both are, if it is equal, this will become 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0, 0 into IDSS will be 0. So current will be is equal to 0. So I can say, there is an analysis I can do here. If VGS is equal to VGS of, then ID is equal to 0. Now, if you can think 1 minus VGS by VGS of. If the VGS of is very less, then we will get, right? It should be less. Not should not be more actually. So this is the condition here I can say. Now it can be determined for any VGS. Okay, for any VGS, if VGS of and IDSS, if these two terms, if we know which term, this term and this term, if we know for any value of VGS, we can find out the ID terms. So this quantity is usually available from the data sheet. Which quantity? This IDSS and the VG of both the quantity value will be available in the data sheet. So this equation only I can call, or we can name it as this equation. This equation, name it as from this relationship we can say like it's a parabolic relationship. This will give you the parabolic relationship. This is parabolic relationship. So that is why normally we can termed as it is a square law devices. See, sometimes in examination they may ask square law devices. So at that time. So now what we'll do, let us do a simple numericals on this. Okay, see the question now. It's like you don't think about this, what is given, like the partial data sheet is bigger 8.142n. The device number is 2n5459. The JFET indicates that the typically IDSS, these values will be available in the data sheet. Which one? IDSS 9 milliampere and VGS of is minus 8 volt. That is a maximum. Now we need using these two values. Now what you have to do? We have to determine the drain current for VGS is 0 volt, VGS is minus 1 volt, and VGS is minus 4 volt. So now how we can do this problem now? So very simple. That is the. So what you do? You create a table. So better. Okay. So let me create a table. So this is your VGS. Okay. What they asked? They asked to calculate ID. So whatever the value they given, first value is 0. The second value is minus 1. Third value is minus 4. So totally these many values are given. Okay. So to write that, what we'll do? Let us write the formula. Already we know the formula. That is ID is equal to IDSS 1 minus VGS divided by VGS of then the whole square. So first what you do, apply VGS is equal, or we know the quantity, just substitute those quantities over there. IDS is nothing but 9 milliampere. So 9 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 1 minus, what is VGS? It is 0. First value is 0, right? Divided by the VGS of. The VGS of is minus 8. So this will be 0 minus 1. Then I will get 9 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So it is nothing but 9 milliampere. So I can write as 9 milliampere. That is my first answer. So similarly, we need to find out for the second and the third you have to calculate. So for second value minus 1. So anyone can you tell the answer for second one? See here, the VGS ranges from 0, minus 1, minus 4. The corresponding ID value 9 milliampere, 6.89 milliampere, 2.25. From this only we can summarize that as the VGS get increases, the current ID is getting decreasing. So you may get the diagram as like this, correct? So this is 0. This will be your minus 1. This will be your minus 4. You think this is the maximum current, that is 9 milliampere. That is ID. This is the ID. So I will think this will be your minus VGS. Then what will you get? So I will get this like this. So minus 1 is 6. So 6 you may get in this place. Then 2 point you may get like this. So we'll get like this curve. So this is the solution for this problem.